Hello, everyone. How you guys doing tonight?
Good.
These guys, something else to eat really good.
Yeah.
Well, I came to do a little bit of original music. I'm from Fort Collins, Colorado. A Colorado native.
Woohoo!
Did you guys hear him okay? Did you get him? I'm trying to get him under while he's playing the scene. Who's Rick's?
That's mine. Yeah, this worked out good. That's right. Sounds great.
All right, let's go for dance bands, everybody.
All right, this is very exciting. I'm so glad to be up here. This is my first time here, obviously. If you guys come here regularly, you know that I've not been here yet. But thank you for letting me play. I'm really honored here. I'm going to play a few songs that I wrote over the last several years. The name of this song is My Life, and here we go. Try this one more time. This can't be the end, this is not my demise. Truth is, I cannot tell if I'm dead or alive. Everyone falls to the game of confusion. Gotta pick yourself up and get back on your booster. About a twisted tale, the story of life. It is a vision depicted by an image of life. And a vision to live, I had to be sharp as a knife. Was started as a bad day, turned into my life. From a young age, the world made me act like a man. Attacked me so badly that I couldn't even stand. On my own feet, I faced being defeated. I was only 13, all alone in the streets, until one day someone picked me up. They said, don't worry about a thing, you can stay with us. We got 3 hot meals and a place to lay your head. Your family doesn't love you, you can live here instead. And I grew cold and my heart was stolen. And I put the wall around me and I made that place my home. I'm a drifter in this cold dark world, but this is my life. I'm trying to fight it, and this is my life. I was laying around thinking about you in this picture. When I woke up from a dream I had, I said, man, this is her. I thought that there was something for me in the world, but women are scandalous, they like diamonds and pearls. I'm a danger to society, like to play with fire for sobriety. It's my girl that I love the most, because she knocks my name up and down the coast. Oh yeah, yeah. This is my life. This is my life. Don't There's a guy named James Taylor did this song called Fire and Rain. This song is called Fire and Pain. It is not the same. But I hope you guys like it. I've seen things that I can't forget. I will give them all to you if you just hear what I've been through. Said I will give them all to you if you just hear what I've been through. I've seen fire and I felt pain. I've been filled and I've been drained. Felt the hurt of 100 men. Oh yeah. Oh, how to lose and oh, how to win. No, we haven't been here long. Won't be too long. I was going to talk about this, but I just feel compelled after that song to let everybody know a little bit about my story. Right now, I'm just in the process of trying to make a dream come true. I'm just kind of shooting the moon with the music thing because I have to have open heart surgery, and I feel like I'm awfully young for that. But I feel like there's something, about this whole thing that makes me feel very alive. So I'm really grateful to be up here. And thank you guys for listening to my music. I appreciate it. This song is called I Painted the Roses. fate. A change in the seasons, I never believed or could be deceived as long as my heart still beat. And whoever knew the truth could be used to beat you with lies so sweet. I'm losing my patience, trying to make you believe that even the demons in my dreams are always screaming at me. They never sleep. Maybe I'm already dead, but the Queen of Hearts was in the darkness. Off with his head, I painted the roses. The dot in some eyes, I thought if I left my problems, I could probably sleep tonight. I couldn't be major. Talking the Times front page, the same in danger. They keep me locked in a cage because of my methods. Oh, my energy. The message I managed to send is like the message sent to me. They say that I'm crazy, but you would probably agree. And even the eyes of God can find the flaws. You said you found in me, so put on my straight jacket. You walk in the crooked line. Have my body, but you never get my mind. This isn't a question. It's not even in human nature. It's intended to render a lesson on metaphysical nomenclature. Here's some advice. Run while you can. The King of Hearts lead the cars to take you back to Wonderland. I'm taking the roses and put a gun to my head. And I unloaded all of the bullets because I was already dead. I painted the roses for you. I painted the roses, red, white, and blue. I painted the roses. What did you think I would do? So where are the roses? The ones I painted for you. This is a disaster. Inside of a beautiful mind, I need a glass with a pastor. It was definitely blind right to the closet. As I was feeling on edge, I could have swore outside my door there was a letter from the feds. The judge and the jury were holding court in the street. I represented myself, my Mac 11 and me. We painted the roses. It was the 4th of July, the closest that I've ever been to feeling alive. And when it was over, I made a rest in the street. I closed my eyes and said goodbye to everyone and everything. It wasn't about being bad, but about getting even. It was just a twist of my fate, a change in the season. So where are the roses? Oh, the roses. Once I painted for you. Thank you guys, thank you. Alright, so this song, this next song I'm gonna do, it's sort of an emotional song, because it has to do with, you know, I spent a lot of my time as a young man, I'm still pretty young, when I was in my youth, I'll say, locked up, you know, making choice decisions, you know. But this song was kind of my realization about what it meant to change your life, you know, for the better, and the journey that I had to take to do that. It's called Become a Man. Said out the apple doesn't fall far from that old orchard tree. That's why my mother sees my father every time she looks at me. I could have been brave, I should have been stronger, could have fought harder for my dreams. And if I stay a little bit longer, I might finally get clean. If I dig deep enough to get some freedom from the demons that hold me back, the tea in my glass might get a little sweeter when I finally become a man. Become a man. Well, as a young man, I found comfort a little bit longer, I might finally get clean if I dig deep enough to get some freedom from demons that hold me back. The tea in my glass might get a little sweeter when I finally become a man. Oh, become a man, become a man. I've never had love to hold me. God knows that the bottle took my place. There's somebody might have told me slow and steady might win the race. I could have been brave, I should have been stronger, could have fought harder for my dreams. And if I stay a little bit longer, I might finally get clean if I dig deep enough to get some freedom from demons that hold me back. The tea in my glass might get a little sweeter when I finally become a man. Thank you. All right, here we go. This will be one where we can drive on real easy. I'll help you out in the beginning. I only do this every once in a while at an open mic night, but since we got a drummer present, I can do this one. It's called "I Started a Fire." Just wait, you'll understand the cue in just a second. First it was the worst, the rap was cursed to be this person as I worked to earn the version of the slang that I had heard. Came across a lesson that was worth my life to learn. You should never light a fire unless you plan on getting burned, cause I started a fire that I can't put out. Started a fire that I can't put out. Woke up in the morning, she was trapped inside my head. All the thoughts of all the times when I spent clearing out the bed. Instead of feeling lonely, I started seeing red. So I grabbed a match and struck it back and threw it on the ground. And I started a fire that I can't put out. I started a fire that I can't put out. Every single breath I'm left less and less to call. But the best that I've been resting on the lessons I recall. The pressure is the best when it's infectious to the walls. Like the fire in my life that I can't put out at all. I feel the walls collapsing and I'm gasping for some air. While the blaze behind my back attacks the last of my despair. Prepared to bear the worry, my dead mask that I will wear. While I light another match and then I throw it in the air. Cause I started a fire that I can't put out. Started a fire that I can't put out.
like when I'm playing at home, my mouth never gets dry. I can sing 15 songs straight, but every time I get in front of people, like I gotta have drinks in between every song, you know? Maybe it's because of nerves, you know? No, sir. Just a little bit. I try to keep the old mouth dry, so you know what I mean? Cool, thank you. I have permission to spit on the mic. Get to standing mic, we're good, right? All right. So let's see. The next song we're going to do is called. This song is called "Falling." It's the most recent song I've written. It's not very long, but I hope you guys enjoy it.
There was a time before the pain and all the rage. All the words I scream aloud were written on a page. All insanity, something that I crave. Everything I've ever loved has left or turned away. And falling, free as I can be, and I'm someone else made. There was a time before being all the rage. For the words I scream aloud were written on a page. Before insanity was something that I craved. Everyone I've ever loved has passed or turned away. And falling, free as I can be, and I'm calling. Someone has made and falling, free as I can be, and I'm calling. Someone else made.
Thank you guys. I'm just going to double check my tuning here. These are new strings. Both.
Good to see him. He'll be there. He's probably
No, there's one off here. Two. All right. Let's see. This song is called "The Stars in Your Eyes." This song is about battling addiction. It sounds like a love song.
Through with the bullshit, I'm done playing games. So many reasons I don't wanna
song's called A Pad of Paper. Because that's what I wrote it on. Pad of paper with a ballpoint pen. Another late night, I guess I'm at it again. It's really, what am I trying to find? It's by my mirror, my character that I will be defined as I'm surrounded. Politicians and lizards, maybe it isn't this or that. It's something else, give me some scissors, I could listen. Wasn't living enough, so loaded up a bowl, made it up and took a puffin' like a razor, like a demon to cut. I gritted my teeth cause I was bleeding, screaming, I don't give a fuck cause I'm a gangster, one of a kind of a thug. I guess I never learned nothing, making a dime out of mud like a shovel. I can dig you a ditch, but I'll rather taste the power on a stuff and be a snitch. Check the weather, 100 degrees, and if it gets any hotter, I'll catch a disease. I'm schizophrenic, it isn't all that scene. It's the guy inside my head wishes I wouldn't be so mean, so here's a road. Tie yourself up before I cover you, got something to throw you in the trunk before you noticed. I decided to run, so when I become the president, you just go with guns in. My agenda is make everything legal, so I can hide $1 million at the tip of a needle. I had a trade. There were hundreds of demons, and they were running from each other. With other ones screaming, go get your mother. Tell her to lighten her load, cause if she takes another drink and lights a match, she might explode. Oh, now I'm trying to save her. Chicken Little told me this town fought a so I decided to pack up and leave. Or a sheriff locks me up cause I've been tearing up the streets with me. I can shoot up the road and then it's better to take your place before I give my heart to you. Cause all day I've been running for spiders, you might as well be hiding up inside her when you find your hot tan. Yes, I busted again. Before he ever pulled the trigger, I was already dead. I'm narcoleptic, I could fall asleep, so I listened to the Lord and started killing all the sheep I can't stand. Have a wall in my eyes, so I just get so fucking high. I know I should have been a pilot in a sky. Ballers gets out of hand, how many soldiers does it take to lead us to the promised land on a pad of paper with a ballpoint pen? Somebody better stop me, cause I'm out of here. Oh, snap.
Oh, it's that other.